Hi, I'm Phil from Blue Llama, and welcome to the Hot Seat, where local business leaders take on some hot questions and some hotter chillies. Today, I'm joined by Sean O'Flaherty from Rosscot Chartered Accountants. Sean is an expert in accountancy, tax and secretarial services, and someone who's brave enough to take on the chilli challenge. Thanks to the Salty Dog in St Albans for their kind hospitality, and for the Three Oaks Vinery for providing the extra hot chillies for today. So we have 16 mystery dishes varying from mild to super spicy, and on each dish we'll be asking a question which could be from life, business or everything in between. So let's get started. Shall I go first?
Go for it. You're the host with the most.
Okay, we have number two.
Question
number two, put it to the side there, okay.
All right then.
You ready, Sean?
I think so.
Number two happens to be this.
Oh,
blimey.
so nice. I'm looking forward to that one.
It's a lovely little one.
Okay, so what's a buzzword you'd happily never hear again?
That's good.
It's good.
It's definitely got a little bit of a kick to that one. So
You got down it, right? So what's a buzzword you'd happily never hear again?
okay, well I'm not sure if I'm allowed. It may be two words, and that's creative accounting.
Okay.
So I think creative accounting is kind of almost it's kind of a suggestion that accountants are anything but kind of professional, really. So I think at the end of the day, we're here to do a job. We'll do exactly what we can for our clients, but obviously all within the remits of the relevant laws and whatnot. So I think creative accounting is definitely the term that gets bandied around quite a little bit.
I suppose my answer would be disrupt, because in marketing, a lot of disruptive marketing, and it's like we want to a website that disrupts, and it's like there's not many people actually disrupt. It's like do stuff a little bit different, but I just don't like the word disrupt. And when I hear it from a client, I'm like, do you really want to disrupt, or do you just want to do things a little bit differently?
Yeah. I think I'm still with us. I'm still with us.
You're okay. You're okay. Good,
So
good.
yes, I'm good. Right, here we go. We are number four. Thank you. Okay, right, here we go. So one app, tool or trick that's been a total game changer for your business.
It's a 5. That's okay. So far, so good. You're blurring a little bit. ChatGPT. From the moment, it was about 2 years ago, wasn't it, when it came out?
Yeah.
It was just like, wow, that's got so much potential. And obviously, using it from a business perspective, we use it for all sorts of things, and we create custom GPTs, and it's helped us immensely. But now we're obviously offering that kind of stuff as a service, and just there's loads of other AI tools, but ChatGPT is a good one.
I can see you're very emotional and passionate about that.
I'm so passionate about it.
So for me, I guess it's been out several years now in one guise or another, but probably cloud accounting. So
Got indigestion. Carry on, Sean.
Are we good? Pretty sure this is like round one, so it doesn't bode well. So we're going to tap out round two. Cloud accounting, definitely. I mean, it's been a game changer for us. Clients used to bring in their backed up data from a software package. They brought it into the office. We'd have a look at it. We'd give it back to them. Whereas now, it's all, we can log in any time, we can help them if they've got queries, and otherwise it automates things in terms of bank entries, so half the bookkeeping's done for you, things like that. And also it can, you can have systems that you just scan in or email through supplier bills. It reads it for you automatically and adds it to your system. So without a doubt, that's been a massive game changer for us. So.
Number 10.
Number 10. Shall I open this first?
Okay, so if you weren't in this career as an accountant, what would you actually be doing?
If I wasn't in this career, okay, right. So
be doing if you weren't in accountancy?
Obvious one for me. It's got to be a rock star.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So if I wasn't, I've always loved my music.
Drummer? Are you a drummer? No.
Guitar. Yeah. So I've always loved my music and everything else. And if I hadn't gone down a different life, different path, I'd probably chosen a musical one, I would say.
Wow.
So yeah. So admittedly, I probably need to be a lot better than I am now to make a career out of it. But yeah.
You still play music?
Yeah. So I still play guitar, still sing a bit. So yeah, absolutely. So yeah.
Interesting.
That,
You're all right.
that was all right. That was all right. It's okay.
Okay.
It's all right.
So for me, I would say like, so probably something around IT. I don't know why I got into marketing. So what I do is kind of half IT, half marketing.
Right.
So yeah, probably around IT. I'm kind of systems, kind of an analytical kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
But on the same sort of thing as you, I would have loved to be like a DJ and like playing some big tunes in clubs and stuff like that. So
I think back in the day you used to do a bit of that, didn't you?
I dabbled.
Yeah.
Yes, but never to
Yeah, fair enough.
never to a big crowd or anything. Yeah.
Never say never.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah, true.
Okay. Okay. So number 11.
Yeah.
So what's your guilty pleasure on a stressful work day?
Thank you. Not spicy thing. Can't feel any spice yet.
Is that because your mouth's already numb?
Yeah. I always feel guilty, like being a business owner. I don't know if you get this as well, but being a business owner, like taking any time off, I always have a sense of guilt just because I'm not working and I should be working. I should be progressing the business and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
any kind of time off, it sometimes feels a bit like oh, I should be doing something. So
I think as business owners, you do feel like you're kind of overcritical on yourself. I think a lot of the time. Yeah, without a doubt.
But yeah, guilty pleasures. I don't know. Yeah, just spending time non-productively. I suppose I'm that kind of person that relaxing sometimes feels a bit naughty.
Fair enough. No, to be honest, I might say in terms of guilty pleasures, I mean, during a work day, if it's kind of busy and whatnot, then I've got an exceedingly sweet tooth, so I'll get stuck into a chocolate bar or three or otherwise, and then after, I guess, at the end of a day, a bit like you, actually, I don't mind just putting my feet up and watching a bit of
Netflix.
TV, and exactly, 100%. So yeah.
Gonna go okay with that one. That's nice, tasty. I liked it.
It's all you.
I don't know if this is 9 or 6. We'll go for number 6.
Thank you very much.
Sean.
Phil.
What's the one thing you think businesses need to stop doing in 2025?
Get my chops around this one. I think it's probably being paper based. I mean, I think typically a lot of our clients, been very, very paper heavy. They bring in, truckloads of records for us to deal with and stuff. I mean, a lot of them have moved on now, but I think if you can get everything computerized and whatnot, then, you're the expert rather than me, but certainly, if it's there and available electronically, you can use it, manipulate it, use technology to actually extract the data that you need, I guess. So I'd say, I'd definitely say
it's all there in the cloud, and you can go back years and years without having to go through filing systems and yeah,
absolutely. It's got a kick to it, but it's all right. It's all right.
So I think businesses should probably stop procrastinating over AI. It's coming, and they've got to embrace it. It's it's going to change how businesses operate over the next few years, into the future. And I think it's the businesses that take action now that are going to be the ones that are going to learn. They're going to understand things better, and they're going to be much better positioned in the future to use AI. They got to stop hiding and saying it's not going to happen. We're not,
just embrace it.
Just embrace it. Yeah, and try to understand it a bit better. So that's what I would say.
Over to me.
That first one was nice.
I think you started strong. So this is number 8. So what's your favourite kind of client and your least favourite? Don't trust. That actually looks nice. That actually looks nice.
That'll do. I'm going to answer this quite quickly.
So what's your favourite kind of client and your least favourite?
Favourite kind of client would be ones that kind of understand the value in what we're doing. They really appreciate their website or whatever. If we're doing AI automation for them, they kind of understand it a little bit, and they put their trust in us, and they understand the process that we go through. The clients that I maybe struggle with a little bit are the ones that kind of commoditize what we do, and it's like, oh, but we can get a website built so much cheaper and blah blah blah, and they don't understand that we go through a whole process of understanding their clients, making sure that it's a really simple user journey for their users of the website. Understanding the value that we give is a real determination if it's a good client or a bad client.
I think that's quite common across most clients, isn't it? Is actually do they actually understand what you're doing? It's they might see the end product, but they don't necessarily understand the work and the expertise that goes in behind it. Yeah, I do actually like, pretty much all of our clients. So, but in terms of
do you though?
By and large, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's always ones that can be more challenging for whatever reason. But I think it's ones that don't come to us first. So if they're going to do a massive, just a significant change, so they might buying a business or they're dramatically going to change their business. If they don't come to us first, then it can actually be that they kind of miss out on opportunities, or they actually potentially create some costs or other things otherwise. So I'd say my favourite kind of client is definitely the ones that come to us ahead of time and say, listen, this is what we're planning to do. What do you think? The least favourite obviously is the ones that go ahead and do it and then come back later down and they say it's a lot more difficult to unravel things if you have to than it is just to get it right in the first place.
I remember we came to you once do you remember Channel Island Vouchers, when we were in total mess and came to you and you sorted us out?
Yeah.
A long time ago,
no, absolutely. So no, definitely. So
number 3.
How's best to scoop this little fella?
Just put it all in and scoop it with your lips. What's the smartest business move you've ever made?
Okay. Didn't miss a bit of the good stuff there, actually.
You're hardcore. I was in pain after this. You're not.
So
there's no sweat at all.
I'm dying. I'm dying inside. If that makes you feel any better. So. Okay, right.
You're loving this.
Where were we?
Smartest business decision you've ever made?
Okay, so I don't know. Actually,
smartest business move you've ever made?
I don't know. Probably, I guess probably setting up by myself. Actually, I think years ago. I mean, I kind of set up my own business before I amalgamated in with Rosscot, and as you say, it does grow a little bit, doesn't it? So
focus, man.
I'm good. Focus. Let's focus. Let's go back on track. So definitely the smartest move was to set up by myself. I mean, it's a challenge, as you know. Running your own business comes with challenges, as you said earlier. The ability to switch off from it can be quite difficult. But on the flip side, it can be really rewarding. You are in charge of your own destiny. And you doing what we do, both of us actually, you get to see real people, real businesses, and actually help them, be better. So
and you started, was it O'Flaherty and Company or something?
O'Flaherty and Co. Years ago, and then it was 2008. I merged in with Rosscot. Yeah.
Spicy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There
was a bit of heat.
That is punchy.
Maybe I over-egged it there.
That is definitely punchy.
Smartest business move. I think like last year actually, I don't know if it's the smartest, but it's one of the smartest. Joined the agency mastermind. So other agency owners, we get together, meet up in London every quarter, and then we have like Zoom calls and stuff like
global,
that.
Or?
No. So it's about 10 of us, all similar size businesses. Yeah. They have to be the agency owner. So it's like just chatting through problems, kind of normalizing some of the stuff that you go through as well. And you think it's like, oh no, it's only happening to me. And then you talk to people and they're like, oh no, that happens too. And so chat to others that are going through similar stuff, and then also learn from them different things that they're doing and adopt those processes and stuff that they're going through. So yeah, I can tell you're struggling.
I mean, I think certainly it's definitely a grower. The thing is, when you set up by yourself like you are, and like I was originally, you do feel a little alone. So it's actually quite nice to have, a kind of a network of people to bounce ideas.
No, absolutely. And in the same business, so doing the same thing as you, and it's just like, very reassuring.
15. Thank you.
Sean's actually finished his of these, so it can't be that bad.
Okay, so if you could delete one app from the planet forever, what would it be?
One app. TikTok probably.
Yeah.
Not my daughter's is only 12, my son's 10. They're not allowed it at the moment, but I just think apps like that, they kind of, I don't know, your attention span like decreases, and it's just like flicking
Attention
through.
vampires, aren't they?
Yeah. So I think I don't know. They've not been around for that long, but I'm just thinking that, what's going to happen with like kids and their attention spans. So I think something like TikTok, and there's other apps similar to that, but probably TikTok would be the one that I'd banish forever.
To be honest with you, I think I'd probably actually say the same. I mean, I think just there's some of those kind of social media kind of apps generally. I mean, they're great keeping in touch with potentially people or seeing what friends are up to that might be in far-flung places. But it's like just going down the rabbit hole, isn't it?
Yeah.
And especially as you say for kids as well, it's you do wonder or worry what effect it will have in the longer term. So I agreed.
So we have got number 14.
Number 14. Right.
This is a serious one, isn't it? This is where the game
They
changes.
actually all look worried.
Oh look, everyone's come out. The chef's come out and everything.
Right. Okay.
Okay, mate, you ready?
I am.
Okay. So what's something about you that would surprise people?
Okay.
You have the exterior. You're very calm and collected. How is that?
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of dying inside, but
Is that the worst so far?
Actually, I'll tell you what. It's a builder. It's another.
Love a
So
builder.
let me just have a little think about that while I have.
What's something about you that would surprise people?
At the risk of repeating myself, it's probably the fact that I kind of like my music. I would say so that I kind of because most people day to day, they kind of see you in your professional job. They don't really know too much about you in terms of what you do outside of work. So that's most definitely that's
Not looking forward to that one.
that's starting to sting, that one. So
Oh yeah.
How
So
about you?
something kind of similar to yours, I suppose. Something that seems to surprise people about me is like my fascination with old school dance music and that kind of stuff. That I kind of listen to that all the time. So that's my answer as well. So similar vein, I suppose.
Ooh, I think the juices are flowing. Number five. So if you could automate one part of your job tomorrow, what would it be?
All of one.
Yeah.
Hardcore. Feeling the spice. If I was to automate one part of my business, what would it be? It sounds cliched, but in total honesty, I do like what I do, and obviously we're into automation and AI and stuff, and that's the kind of a service that we offer. So where possible within the business, we have automated stuff, and also have a team. So the team do different things for me, and I'm getting better. I used to be a bit of a micromanager, I feel. So now I'm delegating a lot better, I suppose. And one thing that did, I was like, sales, I don't like sales that much, but then I've also looked at sales in a different perspective recently, and I kind of enjoy that. And it's like, I don't see it as like trying to sell something to somebody. It's more about trying to solve their problems, right? Identifying what their problems are and trying to solve them and coming up with great solutions. So if there's any part of my business that I would automate, I've probably done it already. So,
That's fair enough.
So yeah.
It's what you do.
Yeah. So and that's okay. That's not too spicy.
And just to remove any doubt, I'm still here.
All right up there. I'm so looking forward to that. Yeah, brilliant.
So my drink has gone down a hell of a lot in the
They haven't
last.
done the chocolate things either. Actually, they could be quite nasty.
Okay, so if you could automate one part of your so I reckon I'd actually say emails. They can be like the bane of your life. I mean, over the years, people correspond. They buy, back old school wise, fax or certainly by letter. We still get a lot by letter, and obviously phone calls. But in this day and age, we actually see people even phone less now. They actually email. So I actually think if you can automate the email side of things, and actually get things to be dealt with or at least partway through the process, I think that would probably help a hell of a lot. So yeah.
Oh, we are doing. We're looking for one of the local media companies over here. We're looking at automating when they get support tickets coming in. We're looking at auto responding to those emails, and if not, we can escalate them to different people and stuff like that. So probably not for you, but it's coming. The AI revolution is coming on. Number 13. So if your business had a theme song, what would it be?
Okay. That's a tricky question, that one. All right, here we go. How do we chuckle this one? You know, in fairness, everything is actually really tasty. Some is, I think they may have overdone the chili on one or two,
but only, yeah.
For my like.
This one in particular here.
Yeah. Is it acceptable to give like a cheesy answer?
I imagine it has to be a cheesy answer, really.
I think probably the A team.
No, seriously, honestly, that was the one that was in my head.
Is that really?
Yeah. Damn it.
So I think, I mean, at the risk of, the A team, at the risk of being a bit cliched, our team are great. I know I'm biased, but they're great at what they do. And I certainly as a business owner, I'd be kind of lost without them. So I'd definitely say the A team. But
yeah, no, can I pick another? No, I'll stick with the A team. Yeah, for the same sort of reason that we fix problems. Someone phones up, they got a problem.
Yeah.
We get on it, we investigate that problem. We're quite resourceful, and when the A team used to find a broken down truck and turn it into an amazing piece of kit that would destroy the enemies and stuff.
Yeah.
We're the same sort of thing. We'll take what we've got, what we've given, and we'll build something amazing, and solve the problem, and then move on to the next one.
Did I? Yeah, I did the paddle, didn't I? So that was
all right.
That was all right. That one. That was all right.
Yeah. It's nice, tasty.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It did have a kick to it, but I think the damage was done a couple of dishes ago. so
I've still got that one to go. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, let's go for number 12. Who's the most famous person you've ever met, and did you fanboy or fangirl? So,
Not quite sure what that means, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go in. It's tasty.
it's good.
Well, I haven't met many famous people, and this question annoys me a little bit because I need to meet some more famous people.
So, what I don't understand is why people don't. There's so many people you hear that they meet famous people all the time, and I'm like, I struggle to bump into anyone famous.
So there's been a handful of B-list people that I've met, but I've never chatted to anyone that's hugely famous. So no, I need to meet some more famous people. Really, it's
all right, fair enough.
Yeah, if there's any famous people out there, hit me up. There's something going on, but I'd still say that was fairly mild.
It's doable. Okay. I mean, to be honest, I'm actually the same as you. I'm struggling with this, but it's probably. I can remember one time several years ago. I was in Liverpool. I'm an Everton fan for my sins.
I'm a Liverpool fan.
So I love misery. so basically, me and my good lady we were in the hotel, literally checked in, up the lift, out the lift, and then there was this whole group of guys that were coming towards us, sort of thing, and they all got into the lift, same floor as us, sort of thing. They got into the lift, and then afterwards, kind of Tony turned around and looked at me. And I had this massive grin on my face, having also spoken to the guys and hello, are you doing all right? You all right? And she was like, they're a bit old to be wearing tracksuits on. What are they all about? And I was like, I had to explain to her that was the Everton team that we were actually going to watch the next day. That was them. So I was pretty made up for that one. Yeah, so that's definitely my answer.
Absolutely. Fair play. Number one. What's one thing people always get wrong about your industry?
Ooh.
Accountancy. Okay. What do people get wrong about accountancy? You've got to have one of the red things. Although I didn't find them that spicy.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I mean, I guess actually, it's most people tend to think that, what are we accountants? We're number crunchers. So I think the people just tend to think, oh yeah, I need my accounts done, I need my tax return done. Let's go to an accountancy firm. Let's go to Rosscot. Reality is, that's a small part of what we do. A lot of what we do is kind of advisory in nature. We can help people with, technically we help people with things like payroll even, or other bits like that. But then if people are buying or selling a business, we give them guidance on that. We help out with valuations for them, and similarly, if they're looking to materially change the structure of their business or otherwise, then we'll actually kind of step in and give them some guidance and help them through it. So I think that's probably the main thing is people kind of just associate accountants with preparing a set of accounts and a tax
at the
return,
end of the
and
year.
almost
Yeah,
like we're a necessary evil, I guess.
yeah.
So,
No, I feel with that with Blue Llama. There's the accounts and everything, but it's like understanding the numbers and what's behind it and how do you make decisions from those numbers and all that kind of stuff. Like,
yeah.
having like a dashboard or something that guides you in the right direction.
See, this was good.
Yeah.
This was. Okay,
to-
right. Okay, fine. So I've been told I have to have another one.
What do people get wrong around your industry? Yeah, I would say it's probably they oversimplify what we do and don't value it. And I think, well, talking about web design, I suppose AI is a new era, a new thing. But in terms of web design, then yeah, it's like not understanding the process that we go through to really look at what's needed in a website and understanding their business fully before we kind of make all these decisions. Some people think, oh, there's so many DIY website builders that it's easy to do, but actually we take a lot of time and effort to really investigate their business and determine what's needed on their website. That's
that was a 6, I think. Sorry, that's a 9 then. That's a 9.
oh,
Thank you. Oh, right, blimey, okay. What's the weirdest job you've had before this one?
what's the lime for? Do I have to have the lime as well?
Colour contrast.
Oh man, I'm regretting that already. How did you even do that?
If it makes you feel any better, it gets worse. In an hour, you'll be fine. So. What's the weirdest job you've had before this one?
Oh yeah, maybe you go first.
Okay, so weirdest job. I mean, at the risk of being boring, I've always been in accountancy from day one in one guise or another. But I mean, thinking about it, this is probably not a legitimate answer to the question. But years and years ago, when we were
Honestly, I'm listening, mate. It's very interesting.
So feel the moment, enjoy it. So I think, years ago, obviously at school when we did work experience, everyone was choosing like going to law firms, accountancy firms, and I decided to do something different. So I ended up going out and actually being an electrician's mate. So we were literally out in the field, so it was a right mixed bag. The guy that was looking after me was such good fun. We were at the top of a scaffolding on one of the tallest sort of one-storey building in Jersey, at the top changing light fittings, and another day we were digging trenches in a graveyard for floodlights. So it was a weird old week, but it was definitely an eye opener. So definitely an eye opener.
I suppose there's two things that spring to mind. At university, I worked in a magazine packing factory, which was it's like you just pack magazines, you just got them out of the machine and put them in a box. Got them out of the machine, put them out of the box.
Right.
And that was 8-hour shift, mind-numbing.
Can imagine, yeah.
It was painful, but this is more painful.
The jobs we're currently in are pretty weird given the current circumstances, aren't they?
Yeah. Eating chili for.
I'm pretty sure we didn't sign up to this. There's someone off camera we're gonna have a stern talking to, I think. So.
I once worked in IT, but for the NHS, but it was a mental hospital, and I didn't realise it was a mental health hospital until I arrived at the interview. And I remember I arrived early, so I sat on the bench and just thought it was like a normal NHS trust. And then this guy sat next to me and was like, "Don't go in there, don't go in there, don't go in there." And I was like, "What's going on?" And then I went into the building, went into the lift, and there was some other guy in there who was doing things that you shouldn't do in a lift.
Right.
Which you can use your imagination for.
Eat chillies, yeah? He was eating chillies. So
he was. Yeah, you should definitely not eat.
Moving on. Okay.
But yeah, that was. So the interview was weird, but the job was actually lovely. Yeah. Two left. Number 16. So, Sean, what's your spicy take, pun intended, on AI, artificial intelligence?
Spicy take on AI. Oh, cool. Right, okay.
Any good? Oh, are you serious?
I'm just joking. Who cares about the questions? We're just worried about the next course.
You're good.
Spicy take on AI. Right then, it's a fad. Give it a year. Give it a year, and it'll just fade into.
Seriously?
No, I'm joking. No. No, seriously. I think actually, in all fairness, it's going to be a game changer. I think it already has started, and I think the quicker people adopt it, the better. I think it's going to make businesses a lot more efficient. It's going to help them out a lot. Arguably, will it actually potentially make certain roles redundant, perhaps? But I think, I mean, you're the guru on this, but I think that there will be a new line of roles, and that will be, for want of a better phrase, maybe an AI administrator or something, whereby they're specialists in actually programming, asking the right questions, programming the AI itself to make sure that it responds in the right ways, giving it the right information to respond, I guess. So I think, it's around to stay, and I think it can only improve with time, and it's going to make hopefully our lives a lot easier. Yeah.
Are you seeing much of it in accountancy? Like, is it?
Yeah, I think it's getting there without a doubt, and I think certainly, whether it's strictly AI or not, but you get certain things, everything from sort of your reading of your certain documents in terms of scanning documents through, automatically reading through. You've got things like manuals, which we have so many rules and regulations to deal with, to actually get those manuals and for people to ask questions to that and get sensible answers. So, as you know, there's nothing, if you want to fall asleep quickly, there's nothing easier than reading some law.
I'm not going to fall asleep right now.
So I think 100%. I think it's going to be a game changer. So, and I think that one is that is definitely
okay. That's good.
It seems to be getting a little spicier the further we go. Oh dear.
Okay. Yeah. So obviously we're quite involved with AI. We're using AI or generative AI quite a lot, and we're doing a lot for clients in terms of automating their processes. And I suppose one thing that, as you sort of touched upon, like sits with me is like, how much of an impact is AI going to have on jobs in the future, and especially around Jersey, where a lot of the jobs in finance and stuff are admin. So AI is particularly good at doing admin work. So you look back in time and you see like the internet came along and the printing press, and like people adapted to that and new jobs were created and old jobs lost. But AI is slightly different, I suppose. So it is a big question mark, and even the big guys like Sam Altman and Microsoft and the people behind Facebook and stuff like that. I'm getting serious, but then it kicks in again, and I'm like, got composed. But it's like it's still it's a big question mark on how many jobs it will take, and so
it's just the unknown, isn't it?
It's a big unknown, and it does sometimes it concerns me, sometimes it doesn't, and so I suppose that's the spicy bit of it is like is it going to change stuff a lot? I'm a parent, and so looking at my kids, and I think we're good because we're experienced and we've got a lot of value to give and stuff like that. But if you're entering the workforce as like entry level type, like could those jobs be replaced, and like is there going to be opportunities for kids that are leaving school and
I guess
things like that? So obviously there will be in more human relatable sectors, but around administration and around Jersey,
it's like a double-edged sword, isn't it? You
can't ignore it. It's happening,
and you can see the benefits, but also you can't quite quantify maybe the downside, I guess.
Definitely people have got to embrace it and go with it, because you're going to get left behind if you don't. There's only one left, isn't there?
So
just grab that one out.
It had to be. It's lucky number 7.
Oh.
So here we go. Lucky number 7. What's more important, saving money or saving time?
Okay. Chin chin.
Cheers.
That's really good. So saving money or saving time, what's more important? I suppose it depends where you are, right, in business, right? When you're beginning, I suppose like costs are really important, and your time is not so valuable. So you put in loads of hours and you work really hard. But then, yeah, it's about opportunity cost, isn't it? And so keep getting those things coming back. But where was I? It's about opportunity cost, and time becomes more important, doesn't it? And so and you know, as a business owner, like, yeah, your time is really, really important, and you want to make the maximum out of it, and you want to allocate, you want to delegate stuff, and so I suppose it all depends on where you are in business and your current situation. Don't think I answered that particularly well.
Okay, I mean, to be honest, I'm probably the same as you then on that one. I think as the saying goes, you can always make more money, but you can't make more time. So I think the more that you can save time, the better. So I think, and again, going back to kind of your field is AI. That's what it's going to do. It's going to save some time. It's going to create space for our relevant teams to hopefully focus in other areas that's actually producing, benefiting clients and benefiting our firms.
Could AI lead to the 3-day week and all that kind of stuff? Or So thank God that's over. You dealt with it so well though. I
told you. I was calm on the outside, but yeah. I was having some issues in the inside.
Thank you to the Salty Dog. Thank you for such a lovely day, and thank you, Sean, for showing me up in how to eat spicy food.
Absolutely, and thanks for the invite. And ideally, just don't invite me again. So
no worries.
A little after dinner shot for you. It's a chili habanero sorbet, raspberry sorbet.
Oh, blimey!
Cheers, Sean.
Cheers.
How much are you having of this?
I think we're gonna go in tentatively. I think is the approach to take. So. I thought that was tentative.
My shirt's ruined. You like eating chili?
Huh? Really? Well.
Bad, isn't it? God. Oh.
I think that was a mistake, wasn't it? Yeah. I think that was a mistake.
Nate. Didn't even mind. Bad.
It's fine. Yeah.